Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started.
Yo! What's going on, fellas? We got a nice little bounce. We were looking for a little bit of a bounce. We got some work to do still, but I'll take the freaking bounce. The best thing is, guys, stock markets beat expectations. Absolutely phenomenal. All the macro LARPs saying, oh, the economy's looking horrible. Oh, man. All right. Let's jump on it. Let's jump on it. Wait, what the hell is going on? Why are we pumping? I was told by all the macro labs that we would dump today. I was told that earnings would be bad. I was told that all the companies are going to be struggling. Why are we pumping? Nothing makes sense. We are in an economic collapse. Why is prices moving up? I cannot take this anymore. It doesn't make any sense. We are in an economic collapse. These freaking macro labs, they keep lying to me for months. Economic collapse, but we keep pumping. Doesn't make any sense. Oh, man. What's going on, fellas? What's going on, fellas? I hope everyone's having a fantastic day out there. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Let's go, fellas. Bitcoin 28,241. Let's not get too pumped yet. I want to get pumped. I'm gonna kind of shit on the macro LARPs a little bit, because all I heard all last week is earnings going to be horrible. Companies are going to be struggling. This, that. Every company is going to be in the red. And it was the exact opposite. You go over to the earnings today, guys. Right? And we'll start with this. You go over to the earnings, literally every you gotta love the market, man. Literally every single company that had earnings today, besides one. You had one that was down 1.08%. Literally every single company today, every single one. Microsoft, Google, Visa, Pepsi, McDonald's, Verizon, UPS, GE, literally every single one beat earnings expectations. Literally every single one. You can't make this stuff up, man. This just goes to show that no one knows shit about F. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But anyways, we also had Bitcoin make its way back to the upside. But you know, we got more earnings the rest of this week. But man, that is a good way to start it, bro. I'll take that all freaking day. As far as
going to the moon.
The imminent economic collapse that is coming any second now. What's going on? Trevor said, seems like they lied. I wonder why they would do that. Maybe because they were buying? I don't know. Right? Right, Trevor? We both know. But I hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. Nice move up for Bitcoin. We still got some work to do, though. Let's not get too pumped, all right? You guys know I want to troll, but we still got some work to do. We still got to be a little bit cautious because, yes, okay, we were looking for a move up, right? We were talking about, you know, some bullish divergence over here. We had lower lows on price. We had higher lows in the RSI, right? We had some signs that we were going to get a move up to the upside that we were talking about last night. We were talking about it this morning on the morning stream. We were looking for a move up to about 28,500 here, right? Right around this $28,500 zone. We're almost up there, but this is where it gets key. This is where it gets very, very freaking key, is can we break back above this range high that we had from over here? If we can do it, let's go, man. I think
going to the moon.
I think there's a good chance we get a significant move higher if that is the case, but we still got some work to do. So let's stay grounded a little bit. Don't get too ahead of ourselves because we were expecting a move like this, right? I think, you know, it's one thing to be like, okay, we're at the 50 EMA on the daily, right? We got the daily stocks that are bottomed out to the downside. They fully reset at the 50 EMA, W formation, bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frame. It's one thing to call for a move up, which we were, but we still have this freaking level right here, right? These freaking highs. But if we can take out those highs on a daily close, I really like this move for Bitcoin. I really like this freaking move for Bitcoin. By the way, guys, a little bit later for the stream, we're going to be having a special guest, Clint, come on, okay? Clint is going to be coming on the stream here. If I can get this to come over here. Why can't I get this to drag, man? Why can't this drag, bro? How do I get this over here, man? Can I pull it up over here? Hold on. We're going to have special guest, Clinty. You guys all know Clint. We'll put him over here for a second. Okay. It wants to just turn blue, I guess. It just wants to turn blue. But, you know, we will try to have a special guest, Clinty, come on to the stream. He has a very important message for everyone in the stream, okay? So we're going to have Clinty come on a little bit. He has a very important message for everyone. Let's go. I don't know if you guys can see that. It turned blue. But I'll get it back up in a little bit. But let's freaking get it. Horse Guy is bullish on Pepe token. Yes, he is bullish on Pepe token. But like we said, you know, yeah, it is a lot of it's, you know, this is kind of what we were looking for, right? And unlike, you know, everyone was saying yesterday, but no, we need this guy. But Jordan, don't you know, Jordan? We are in an economic collapse. Okay, you don't know shit about F. All right, if you're bullish right now, you're a freaking idiot. All right, we are going back down to 10K. No, I don't want to troll too much, man. It is what it is. It's a small move up. Whatever, man. We got to get back above 28.5. I want to see 28.5 broken on the daily close. If we can get back above 28.5 and close back above these highs that we had in March, then I think there's a pretty good chance that we come up and at least test the highs again. But like I said, we got some work to do, fellas, on the daily time frame in here. The good thing that we have going for us here is now we got a nice W formation on the daily that's broken out to the upside. And we also have our daily stocks, which are fully reset for a move back up to the upside. That's the good thing here. It's not like we're coming up and we don't have any room on our indicators here. Now we got plenty of room on the indicators after bouncing off the 50 EMA. Absolutely beautiful F, you ask me, man. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, it's just a beautiful day, man. And the Celtics are going to beat the Hawks tonight. Shout out to Atlanta Hawks fans. You're going to freaking lose tonight, boy. You're going to lose tonight, Atlanta Hawks fans. Let's go. Who we got in here? What's Clint have to do with it? What's Clint got to do with it? What's Clint? I should be in, I always like to say, I should be an American Idol. I think I really, really should. Anyways, let's go back to the 4-hour time frame real quick. So this morning we were talking a little bit of the BBWP. If you were in the member stream this morning, we were talking about, okay, we should probably expect a move today. And it's probably going to move whichever direction that the earnings happen to happen. Now, I always like to say the charts kind of tell the story before it happens, right? The charts were pointing up, right? Yes, the price was coming down, but charts were showing bullish divergence. Like we said, we were getting a 4-hour cross on the stock RSI to the upside this morning. It was pointing to the upside, at least for a short-term move. Now, right? Now we got the BBWP. Now we got some volatility that's going to come into the chart, right? So this shows that we had low volatility. Now we should expect some volatility to come in. I want to close this 4-hour time frame, right? So we're kind of chilling right here. I want to see this close above this 50 EMA right here, above like 28,140. So this wasn't just a little stop run, you know, but so far so good on this. I still think it makes so much sense for this to come up and test up here at 28,738. As long as you apes don't come into the market, as long as you horse guys don't come in, because I know there's probably a lot of horse guys out there, right? Probably guys like this, you know. I'm done eating donuts today. Oh, look, Bitcoin's pumping. Should I put it in a long now? I could have longed earlier today, but I was feeling kind of bearish and full from all the donuts. Hey, Ma, do we got any more chocolate frosted donuts? No? Okay. I guess I'll put in a Bitcoin long. It looks pretty pumpy right now. I think I'm going to go long to 28.7. As long as we don't have too many people like that, they're FOMO long right now, which you probably do, right? I still think that we can get a move up here to 28,780. Right in this previous zone that we were up here previously in March. So things are looking good, man. Honestly, I gotta say, I don't think things could look any better than they do right now, to be quite honest. And that's not me just being, okay, whatever. I mean, if we go to, say, the NASDAQ, look at the NASDAQ today, guys. The NASDAQ was taking an absolute beating because people were selling off. Multi said, I'm scared. Why are you scared, man? He's just an innocent guy who likes to eat chocolate frosted donuts. I think we've all been that guy before. Listen, I used to look like this guy, okay? I used to dead ass look like this guy. Chocolate frosting on my face, huge cheeks. You guys seen the picture with me with that blue hoodie where I look fat as shit. You just put some chocolate frosting on my face. Bam, this would be me. Put a little, that's the ribbon on the head. The ribbon on the head's the best with that one, dude. It makes no sense. But you got the NASDAQ today. People selling off, right? People are selling off because they think earnings are going to be horrible, right? Oh my God. You know, the economy is not looking too good. These companies can't be doing too good. I'm going to sell off before the earnings. And then what happens? Earnings come out. Literally every single company beats, right? You know, Microsoft beats by 10%. Google beats by 8%. Visa beats by 5%, man. You know, Pepsi beats by 9%. McDonald's beats by 13%. Literally, companies just destroying their numbers here, right? And now you have everyone that's sold off. It looks like you got futures up about 1.15%. We'll see if they get a little bit more of a move up. But now you got those people buying back in. And we're at least trying to make some type of swing failure pattern down here on the NASDAQ. So if the NASDAQ gets another move up, right, and this doesn't get rejected right here, if the NASDAQ gets another move up, you probably would expect Bitcoin to also get a move up because it follows the NASDAQ. You know what I'm saying? So let's kind of see what happens with that. But that one's not looking too shabby at the moment. And that should carry Bitcoin up with it. As long as you don't get kind of rejected where you're at right now, we got to kind of get over these previous lows. But those aren't looking too bad right now. The mirror don't lie, Kevin. We know what's up. The mirror don't freaking lie with that guy. I'm going to tell you right now. Derek Flynn became a member. What's going on, Derek Flynn? Good to have you in the chat, man. Derek Flynn coming in. I love your picture, man. You got like a freaking thing. You got little parrots on you. That's cool, man. You got little parrots. I always wanted a parrot, you know? I always want a parrot that I could have on the stream. Imagine if I had a parrot on the stream and I was like, I was talking to it and I made it be mouse guy, right? So parrot was like, I'm bearish. The parrot guy was the troll for me. That would be the best. That would be the absolute best. John M said, well, the mirror better not talk about not lying tonight. John. Bullish on obesity and heart failure. True. If you could give me a chart of obesity, I'm not buying any dip. I'm long in every breakout on obesity. I will say that. Though lately I've actually seen people start to be a little bit healthier. I will say I've started to notice a slight uptick in people caring about health. I don't know what it is, but I've sort of noticed that. Have you guys noticed that too? Where more people seem to be caring about health lately? Maybe you don't. Maybe you just guys walk around the street every day and you just see a bunch of bobs, you know. Man, why isn't this piece of place open? The Chinese restaurant's closed too, bro. This is ridiculous. I just want some Chinese and pizza. Of course, I'm not eating vegetables. Screw that. That tastes like shit. I've noticed an uptick of people being a little bit healthier. I don't know. Maybe not. When you can't afford food, you have no choice. Facts. The most healthy food, I guess, is vegetables. Fruit ain't healthy. Fruit ain't not healthy. Fruit is not cheap, man. Fruit is not cheap. Vegetables are healthy. But you could get like a little pack of watermelon. It's like $6. It's like, what the hell is that, man? A little pack of watermelon gonna be $6? How? Doesn't even make any sense. All right, let's see if we can. Let me get rid of the BBWP here. Let's see if we can get any more momentum on Bitcoin coming in here. We are getting a slight pullback on the 1 hour time frame, but the 1 hour time frame is the 1 hour time frame. Whatever, man. I think the best thing, the thing we really gotta watch is getting above 28.5 on some type of close. I would prefer a daily, but anything above here, like I said, I do think it's likely we come and test the highs at least if we get back up into this region. But we still got to be careful right here. And honestly, if you did come up to 28.5 and you still felt a little bearish, you know, to be honest, like if you wanted to put a little, you know, hedge short here just to hedge yourself, you know, in case that, you know, whatever happens, I don't know, maybe something happens tomorrow, I don't freaking know, right? If you wanted to hedge short right here and sort of look for a rejection off this resistance, I wouldn't blame you, right? I wouldn't blame you whatsoever. It's a logical place to do so. You know, and that was kind of the plan to begin with, was a move up, you know, see what we look like up here, right? Do we have any bearish divergences? Are we struggling up at this region? And then if we are, we're looking for, you know, sort of that second leg to the downside. Still being cautious here, right? We still got to be a little bit cautious here. Let's not go FOMO it in. If you didn't buy yesterday, well, today's one day worse than buying yesterday. But, yeah, we still got some work to do here. Let's see if we can break through that on the daily time frame. But I would say we got some room now. We got the daily reset. The 2-day stocks are fully reset at the lows. We got and the last times we did this, I mean, we look back in the past. The last couple times we had the 2-day stocks at the bottom and crossing back to the upside was right here on March 10th. That was literally this candle right here. We had this back in February 14th, which was this candle right here. Obviously, that gave us new highs too. And the time before that was literally right here, back on January 1st, which gave us this run, you know. So, like I said, we still got some work to do, but I think where we are now, it's a pretty good spot, all things considered, right? I still think we're in a pretty good spot. And but my overall thought process doesn't change, man. You guys know me. I'm not going to change my thought process every single day. This is why I ignore the noise and I don't listen to what everyone else is saying, right? Everyone else could be talking about bearish earnings, bearish this, bearish that. It really hasn't changed anything lately, man. So still looking for more upside. You know, like I said, whatever we do in here though, right? If you go to the weekly, we're still in no man's land. So, you know, in between 32K and 24K is no man's land. Whatever happens in here, who the frick knows? But I remain with my stance, you know, despite the narrative of all this, that Bitcoin will end up here at some point this year. I don't know when it's going to happen. I can't tell you how it's going to happen, but I'm still sticking with my stance that Bitcoin ends up here because that's what Bitcoin has done every single cycle. And I will not be swayed by the macro and this and that and this and that until I have proven not to do so, which is Bitcoin going back below the 50 moving averages, right? So my point still stands. I'm still looking for Bitcoin to go back up there, despite whatever narrative is sort of floating around at the time. What's going on? DXY is looking bullish, bro. The DXY is looking bullish. Yeah, we'll talk about that. The DXY is getting a slight move up today. Mr. Hart thinks we're going to 36.5 in one big move to stop everyone out. I don't know. I know Mr. Hart thinks something's going down tomorrow. That's going to be either bullish or bearish. That would be a crazy move, man. I'm not going to count on that, but you know, I also wouldn't be very opposed to it too. You know what I mean? I would not be very opposed to it. Shane's an all-time high this summer. Let's go, Shane. Bring it on, man. Like I said, I will disagree with you on all-time highs, but I will agree with you that Bitcoin's going to go higher here. I will definitely agree with that with you, man. Nearly a third of the year gone. That is true, man. It's been a good year so far. All things considered, right? Going into this year looked like a shit show. You guys remember going into this year? We went into this year with everyone just depressed, right? Basically, the new year started right here. Everyone was depressed. It looked hopeless. Looks like we were going to 10K. And this happened, you know? And that's why you don't listen to what everyone's saying, man. You make your own point. Don't listen to what everyone else is saying. Don't listen to the macro experts. Don't listen to the macro LARPs. Look at the chart. Make your own decision based off the chart. And do you, man. Do you, right? Because if you listen to the macro LARPs, again, it's every single... Bro, we have an FOMC meeting. And FOMC meetings come up and we're going to dump, man. You know, we've had like 8 of these in the last 10 months, but this is going to be the one. This is going to be the one that dumps us lower. Oh, we got a CPI. We've had 10 of these in the last 10 months. This is going to be the one that dumps us lower. This is going to be the one. Oh, we got earnings. They're going to be horrible. You know, it's like, we got mass layoffs going around the markets right now, even though that's what we all wanted a month ago. And now we don't want layoffs for some reason. You know, it doesn't make any sense to me. What are you even talking about? I'm trolling a little bit, Top G. I'm trolling slightly, my man, because, you know, you got to have a little fun in the markets, man. What are the markets if you're not having a little fun, you know? All right, Bitcoin's trying to come back up a little bit. 28,264. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a move up to the upside here for BTC. We got a little bit of a pullback. Let's see if we can get up any higher, guys. Like I said, I am looking for like this 28.7 to 28.8 level up here for Bitcoin, which would be super, super nice. And honestly, I am in a long right now. I was in a long from right around this area here, right from this morning. So I am looking for up here still, right? 28,000, like I said, 500, 28,007, 28,008, really just up at these previous highs, right? That's all I'm looking for short term. And then honestly, like I said, if we come up here, I would not blame you if you wanted to take a short from this region because, like I said, we had a tough time over here. I won't be surprised if we get a little rejection here, right here, right? I won't be surprised if we come up, maybe we get a little rejection, maybe we get a little pullback from this point. So just be wary. I don't think going long into this resistance is the best case scenario. And once again, I will continue to say this, guys, as Bitcoin moves up, if you're still feeling uneasy about the market, don't be afraid to take some profits, man. Don't be afraid. If you were feeling bearish yesterday, like, holy shit, I'm feeling bearish, should I sell? Bitcoin moves up 4 or 5%. Don't be afraid to take some profits, my man. Wes said, USA is one big manipulation. Ignore the FUD panic. Yeah, I think there's a time and place. I think there's a time and place to ignore it, to not ignore it, right? Mr. Hart said it's going to keep going, in my opinion. Oh, it certainly could, Mr. Hart. It certainly could. I want to see what we look like when we get up here, though. I'm not going to get too overzealous and think we're just going to pump straight through this. I would love if we did. You know me. I would love if we did. But I will have a little bit caution here at like 28.7. Just make sure if you do short here, obviously we're using stop losses and we're not getting wrecked if Bitcoin just pumps straight through this. You know.
USA is one big
Who we got?
Ignore the FUD panic.
Was a Clint tease? Soon, Clint. Clint, I got you, man. I got to go back and find this freaking file. Hold up. Let me see if I can find this file real quick. I had it here. Hold on, guys. Let me find this file real quick. Can I get this back up? Hold on. Let me see. Some reason it doesn't want to pull up over here. You guys want to hear Clint real quick? Everyone want to hear Clint in the chat? If you don't know who Clint is, he's been a viewer who's been watching quite a bit. He has a funny message for everyone in here. Why is this not pulling up, man? Come on, Clint video. What is this, man? This is some trash. This is some trash. Oh, shit. It's playing and I didn't even play it. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. You guys want to hear Clint? All right, we're going to listen to Clint real quick, and then we'll jump back. We'll jump back into the stream. All right, hold on. Let's hear Clint real quick. Why is this not playing, man? All right, here we go. Let's bring Clint over here. He's got a few words for some peeps in the chat. Here we go. Let's go over here. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Here we go. Ready?
So guys, I got this guy, this Jordan Camirand guy. He's a clown. Showing TA charts every fucking day. Could go up, could go down. Has no idea what he's talking about. But I listen to him. Why? Because he's kind of funny. Hold on. Gotta get the champagne and beers out here.
YouTube, don't get after me for that, man.
That's good. And one of my other favorites is Hoffs. He loves his chilies. I mean,
he loves his
chilies.
chilies.
Short chilies down to 5 cents, Hoffs. I mean, use some sense. I love you, but you're not thinking straight. Then there's Fahid, one of my other favorites. He's a fucking psychopath. Changes his name like every other week. Kind of
Are you in a
thing I
sauna?
think got to him. Got all fucked up in Canada. I think he's screwed. There's no coming back from that. And there's Franco. Yeah, gotta love Franco. He's all over the place. A truck driver. You know, he's a KDA. He's Caspa. All sorts of goofy shit. You know, he's gonna beat Jordan in basketball. Good chess player though. Kicked my ass.
No, he wouldn't.
I actually like Franco. I think he's a smart guy. He's a little bit out there. Then we have JJ. Oh my God, Ada Maxi. You talk about being a maxi of anything. This motherfucker loves his Ada. Now, last couple months, he's making mint. So I got to give him some credit there. But anyway, short video. Go play hide and go fuck yourself. I'm gonna drink my beer again.
Clint with his friggin' beer, man. Clint is always drinking Miller Lite. He loves Miller High Life.
Not bad.
He said not bad. All right, there's Clint. There's Clint. Shout out to Clinty, man. Shout out to Clinty. He had a message for all of us here. He had a message for all of us. Shout out to everyone who stayed about. I know everyone doesn't know Clint, but shout out to the Clint Master. Let's go. JJ, the Ada Maxi. That's funny, bro. That's funny. Let's freaking go. I think Clint deserves a little round of applause.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Shout out to Clinty, man. He my favorite comment in the chat was Bath saying, "Is he in a sauna?" He does look. Clint, what are you recording off of, a freaking a rock? Like, what are you using to record, bro? That looks horrible. You need a better, like, at least use your phone. And don't tell me you have a flip phone. It's 2023, my friend. Like, shit. Get it. You literally look like you're on vacation in a sauna. That's so true. That is so true, man. Let's see. All right. Anyways, guys, 28,268. Let's get the like button up for Clint. Let's get the like button up for your boy in here. And let's see if Bitcoin can get a little bit more of a move up. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's see what we got cooking in here. 28,266 on the corn. Let's see if we can get a move back up. Let's go check out some other things here real quick. So, you gotta love it, bro. Terrible computer. The flip phone. Something tells me Clint uses a flip phone. I don't know. I get the sense that he does. Does anyone think that Clint looked like that? That's not what I pictured Clint looking like, but obviously I already knew he looked like that. But anyways, the weekly time frame, right? So the weekly, we had a bearish engulfing weekly last week. All of a sudden, the weekly doesn't look so bad. We got a long week to go, though, right? We got Wednesday, we got Thursday, we got Friday, we got Saturday, we got Sunday. We got every day left, right? So the weekly bearish engulfed. But my same case is, as long as Bitcoin holds above the 50 moving averages, there's not anything to be panicking about, man. It seems like every week there's something new to panic about, yet price just continues to hold, right? So same kind of deal. It's like, okay, let's see where the weekly ends up, right? If weekly can get back above these highs from March, right? If we can get back above like 29,200-ish by the end of this week, that's looking really, really nice. Really, really nice. But we got some work to do here. Weekly's still the same, still in no man's land. Still think there's obviously a chance Bitcoin can roll over here and still come down and test this. Still a very, very valid chance of that. But, as things stand right at this very moment, looking pretty good right now. I'd say looking a lot better than we did a little bit ago, right? So shout out to everyone who caught this little bounce today. As it was pretty, I think it was pretty obvious we were going to get a bounce, to be quite honest. Like it was screaming on the chart. You had bullish divergence on every single time frame, like, literally every single time frame, right? You swiped the lows. It was nice. It was nice. But anyways, that's besides the point today. And you guys know my take is we got to have some patience. I still think Bitcoin makes its way back up here over the course of the next few months. Like I said, I don't know how long it's going to take, but based off what Bitcoin's done in the past, which is 1 year bear market, rise to the golden pocket, retrace to the 50, halving, right? And if we go back over here, 1 year bear market, rise to the 618 Fibonacci, which is right here, retrace to the 50, halving, right? So I'm just looking at Bitcoin doing the same thing. I'm not making it super confusing, and I'm not going to let everything get in my head, right? Every 2 seconds. So nothing's changed on that part, man.
Nothing has changed.
Nothing has freaking changed. All right? Damn. Where's Savvy when I need him? I need Savvy up in this bitch. Where's Savvy in him? We need to give Savvy the Santa hat, man. He wouldn't look as grumpy with the Santa hat. Let's get the Santa hat on. Guys, I will tell you right now, nothing has changed. We have earnings coming out from massive companies this week, guys. We are going to see a huge 5-wave Elliott wave back down. And I do still think Bitcoin is going to 3K by October of this year. What will cause Bitcoin to drop another 90% from this current level? I don't know, right? But Bitcoin will see 3K by the end of October of this year. So get ready, guys. All the bulls will be wrecked. They'll be crying where their mama took them. And we will be going back down there, my friends. All right? So, Savvy out. Have a fantastic weekend, guys. I will probably Bitcoin's pumping a little bit, so I'll probably be going fishing for a few days until Bitcoin gets another red candle. But when the next red candle comes out, I'll be back. All right? Savvy out. Peace. Nothing's changed, by the way. Thank you, Sav. Thank you, Sav. Guys, do I even have to say anything about the hat? Don't we know? Okay, don't we know this hat is special? Why are we going to continue to be bearish when the hat is on my desk, guys? The hat is, every time I look at it, I get this feeling in my ball sack, okay? This hat is our guardian, okay? This is our guardian hat. This has been on my desk since Christmas, and we've only gone up since Christmas, okay? Respect the hat. If you don't respect the hat,
Rant alert.
I will find you, and I will not be Santa. I will be the evil Santa. You guys ever see that movie with the evil Santa? Who he basically, it's that family, and then like it's the evil thing that comes during Christmas. It's not Santa Claus. It's like if you're evil. What's the name of that? You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. He's like a little monster. He's like a devil kind of thing. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I forget what it's called, to be quite honest. Monthly time frame. We're back to an indecision candle in the monthly. Cool. Which is basically the market right now. A lot of indecision in the market right now. So, kind of back to indecision. We kind of come down. We took some of this candle. Do we see some continuation now? The big level in the monthly, funny enough, comes in exactly where we want to break above right now, which is these wick on the monthly, which comes in right there at 28,754, which happens to be exactly where we want to break above right now, which is like 28,770, which is the previous highs in March. So we got some shit to do, but we are kind of back to this level. Krampus, thank you, Krampus. That movie was, I was so pumped for that movie, but that movie was absolute dog shit. I was pumped for that movie because I like scary movies, right? I like kind of being scared. I like the Christmas time scary movies because it's like, it's supposed to be a happy time, but it's not a happy time. I don't know. I was pumped for that movie, and it was a freaking letdown, man. I would say it was one giant fart, if you ask me. But yeah, monthly is kind of just like indecision right at resistance. So like, let's see how this ends up. We got some work to still do in there. Ethereum, nice little bounce for Ethereum. I'll take it all day.
Strap up. We're
Once
going
again,
to the moon.
we got a ton of work to do though. All right, the big level to get back above now is going to be right over here on some type of closure, right? Let's get above 1923 on a close. That's kind of the same levels we're looking at for Bitcoin, right? But I'll say this, and I will make this very, very clear, guys. I'll make this very, very clear about any altcoin, even including Ethereum, which hurts me to say. If we want to see Bitcoin get another leg up, okay? If we want to see Bitcoin get another leg up, we want to see dominance go up, all right? That's not fun to say. Everyone likes the altcoin season videos. We want to see Bitcoin dominance go up, right? And like I said, I would love an altcoin season, but just like we did last time on the start of the move, we want to see Bitcoin lead the move. We want to see Bitcoin rip, right, to the upside and leave some of the altcoins behind, because the higher Bitcoin dominance goes, the better it will be in the future, in my opinion, right? So we want dominance to break out of this, right? I know that's not fun. I know that's not like, oh my God, we want an altcoin season. We want altcoins to rip. Still think altcoins will go up if Bitcoin takes another rally, but I think we want Bitcoin dominance to come up to at least like this 53 level, to be quite honest. Right, so I wouldn't be opposed to it. I think that's still the better option. And typically, what Bitcoin does is usually altcoins start going parabolic when Bitcoin gets close to all-time highs. That's just been the case. You know, it is what it is. But I still think, you know, Ethereum kind of the same point as Bitcoin. You had lower lows, you had higher lows, you had bullish divergence. It was pretty clear cut. We were going to get at least a little bit of a move to the upside. But once again, we haven't really gotten anywhere. You know, we're up 1% on the day for Ethereum. You know, we're at the 30 EMA. We're not even at the 50 EMA yet. We got some work to do in here, right? But I still like the look of this. I still like the W formation with bullish divergence. We just need to see a little bit move up, and we got to break up 1923. And then we should have a pretty clear ride at that point up to about 2031. But like I said, it's one of those things that it is what it is. But Human Centipede was so effed up. Human Centipede. Oh my God, the Human Centipede. I think there's only one guy in this whole chat room who liked Human Centipede. Let me see who he is. I think it was Mike Hafrika. Where's Mike Hafrika? Hold on, let me see. Where's Mike Hafrika? Let me see if I can find him in here. Oh, here he is. Mike, come on the stream real quick. Hang on. I like Human Centipede. Human Centipede is awesome. I want to do that someday. I would love to do that. Anyone want to volunteer? Anyone? Anyone want to come on and do a Human Centipede with me? There's only one guy in the chat room who wants to do some Human Centipede. That video was freaking, man. Imagine someone shitting in your mouth and you freaking eating it and then shitting in someone else. Oh my God. That would be the worst thing in the world, man. Recycled shit. Yeah. Holy shit. Let's see. Who we got in here? Free hops. Alright. I think I watched the wrong thing. Matt, it is what it is. What are you guys talking about, man? You guys started this talk, not me. Anyways, let's go back to BTC. 28,291. We can see if Bitcoin gets a little bit of move up. Let's go to like the 15-minute. See if we got any issues coming in the chart. We got some slight bearish divergence popping up, right? We're making some higher highs, lower highs on the RSI, but it's the 15-minute chart. Am I too necessarily convinced about a 15-minute chart? Absolutely not. I will say absolutely not over here. But let's see, man. Come on, the corn, man. I would love, especially after the last few days, I would love nothing more than Bitcoin to just freaking rip to the upside, man. That would be absolutely phenomenal. After Twitter just being freaking insufferable and bearish as hell the last 3 days. I would love nothing more than to just rip all those mother truckers a new a-hole. But it is what it is. We'll see if the corn has some juice. NASDAQ, like we said, we got to see if the NASDAQ gets a little move up. Let's look at the DXY. So the DXY got to move up today, but once again, finding rejection again at this resistance, man. It's just constant rejection, rejection, rejection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, at this point, it still doesn't look too, like, I don't want to say it doesn't look bearish. I mean, you're just kind of making lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. But it's not like that convincing flush that you want to see. So I'm still remaining a little bit cautious here, right? The dollar's at still a level you got to be a little bit cautious, right? And that's why, okay, if the dollar gets a run up, you could easily see Bitcoin get rejected here and start to come back down to the downside, right? But, you know, like I said, dollar's at support. Who the frick knows with this? People have been predicting it's going to pump for like all the way since up here. You know what I mean? Like every day since like the end of March, it's been a month straight. People saying the dollar's going to pump, the dollar's going to pump, the dollar's going to pump. And it just keeps making lower highs, right? At some point, it probably gets a move up. It's just a matter of when does it get a move up. Who the frick knows, right? At this point, every day someone's making a prediction about when the dollar's going to get a move up. But I mean, if I had to guess, it probably gets another move down here. Probably gets another move down. Probably test this low again, and then we kind of see if it wants to get a bounce from there, right? And who knows with the dollar, man? I'm gonna be honest. Like, the dollar is just like freaking weird as hell right now. It's easy to trade, you just short that resistance, but holy shit. DXY looks reversalist. Not a word, but still. It kind of does, man. It kind of does. It's kind of, like I said, it's kind of rounding out. That's why you got to have a little bit of caution. It's kind of rounding out. Made it first kind of higher low here. So just be cautious with the DXY. That's all I say. From the same standpoint, this could just dump like this, right? Just be cautious. That's all I'll say. And there's always a chance it gets a pump and it ruins the Bitcoin party, you know? So just be cautious with this. But so far, so good. I mean, what was supposed to make the dollar moon was earnings this week. And so far, earnings have been absolutely fantastic. Starting yesterday, right? I mean, the two biggest companies, we go to the biggest companies, right? Let's go to the biggest companies this week. Let's look at the biggest companies. They're all green, man. Look at, I mean, you still have Amazon, Facebook, Exxon, right? MasterCard, Chevron. But the two biggest companies, Microsoft and Google, beat, right? The sixth biggest, Visa, beat, right? And you still got a lot of these to go. But, I mean, look at this list, man. I mean, you have to go all the way down here to find a red one. Shit. So, so far, so good. I think the Bears were really pulling for some bad earnings this week. And then next week, they're going to be pulling for the FOMC meeting. But in my take, I think the 25 basis point rate hike is already baked in. I mean, it was like 90% expected yesterday. You know what I mean? So who knows, man? I guess we'll continue to look at it. Let's look at some other stuff. What else should we look at, man? What else should we look at, guys? What else should we look at today? Should we look at some altcoins? Maybe we can look at some altcoins. I will say this. This is my favorite chart right now. This is my favorite chart. Real quick on total market cap. You know, and this has been my standpoint too. Like after breaking the all-time high resistance line, right, and getting that first leg up, it's okay to get a back test, right? And if you look at what we're doing so far, and like this could change by the end of the week, but just looking at it how we are now, this is kind of just looking like a nice clean back test here, right? I mean, we had the previous. This is slightly lower. I don't know why this moved up. It's right here. Right here. But if you look at this, right, we had the previous highs from August right here. Right? We had these highs. Look what we did. We got a big move up. We came back down, bearishly engulfed, but the bearish engulf stopped right where those lows were. And now you're seeing a bounce also off the 50 EMA on the weekly. Right? So we're kind of seeing the breakout, the retest, right? Now we need to see if this can get the continuation after retesting the 50 week EMA on the weekly, right? So total, I think looks okay. We got some work to do here still, right? We gotta kind of get some momentum now. But, you know, I don't hate where this is. Where earlier it was kind of like, it's looking pretty bad. Now it's looking not too bad. But like I said, we got a long week to go on this. we'll keep checking this. But this is something to keep an eye on here, for sure. Let's see. Wake up Asia before alts. We want to wake up Asia? Let's get Asia to wake up, man. Let's get some Asia flavor up in here. How many peeps we got in here today? We got 733. People are still in disbelief, I guess. When you have to be worried, guys, to me, the biggest indicator of when to be worried is when my stream gets over 1,000. If my stream starts getting over 1,000 views, again, be very careful. That's when you be careful. Because that's when it's probably getting a little euphoric in the market, is when my stream probably starts getting over 1,000 views, which I would assume that would probably be if Bitcoin was approaching 30K again. But let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do a little bit of Asia action, man. Where's my Asia song, man? Let's get some sushi in the chat. Spam the damn sushi. Come on. Spam the damn sushi. Let's get it. It's time to wake up Asia, boys. Let me see you in the chat. Let me see everyone in the chat. Get in here. Give me the sushi. QMD and sushi. Let's go. You still asleep, man? Are we still asleep? You can't be asleep when we're playing the sushi song. Come on, we gotta wake up with the sushi. All right? Sword, sushi, shield. Sword, sushi, shields. Right, try to say that 3 times fast. Sword, sushi, shields. Sword, sushi, shields. Sword, sushi, shields. Boom, baby. We got the sword, sushi, shields going on in here. Try to say that 3 times fast, guys. But don't look weird doing it. Like, if you're at work, you probably shouldn't do it. You probably look pretty weird if you were saying sword, sushi, shields. Yeah, like if you're at work or, you know, your wife's near you, she's going to look at you differently. So, like, I wouldn't be saying that, man. I always wonder what some of you guys do. Like, if we play the pump song or we get pumped with, like, the Viking, which we haven't in a while because there hasn't been a reason to be a Viking lately. But I wonder what you guys do. Like, is your wife watching you and you're like... like, if you're looking at the computer going... and your wife's watching you like, bro, what are you doing right now? You're being weird as hell, man. All right, let's see what else we got going on. So like I said, we talked about total, a couple altcoins. They're really like, my thing with altcoins, guys, is you know, it's hard for me to get super pumped about altcoins. Not for the reason why I don't think they can go up. A lot of them will go up. If Bitcoin goes up, a lot of them will go up too. Just remember the strong ones. Remember the ones that are strong when Bitcoin gets uptrend. So, you know, once again, I would be careful, be cautious with altcoins in times like this. Be cautious with altcoins. Not going to say don't buy because, to be quite honest, a lot of the altcoins are chilling right at the lows, right? So if you're a long-term believer in an altcoin, I don't think it's a bad time to accumulate. If you're a longer-term viewer, like if you're someone who's looking into like next year, I don't think it's a bad time to accumulate. But at the same time, be cautious if you're someone who's short-term because, like I said, Bitcoin's still in a little bit of an interesting area. So just be aware of that. All right, Bitcoin, 28,332. But remember the ones that are strong. FTM, always strong. Bitcoin gets a move up. FTM is always a freaking beast. Seems like AVAX has done very, very well lately. AVAX from that March run, AVAX was looking very, very good. Obviously, Bitcoin should have been AVAX come down. But AVAX, I think, is ready for... a good size move. You know, if Bitcoin can get a solid run, right? I mean, a solid run, or at least hold up for, you know, maybe a week or two or something. I think AVAX can get a little bit of a big run, right? This one was looking super strong before Bitcoin got a tumble. DYDX, another one that's right at support, right? Do your own research on this. It's a decentralized exchange. It's right at freaking support, man, right? So, I mean, the risk versus reward here to me is pretty good as long as you think Bitcoin's going to hold up. Obviously, if it doesn't, it's going to come down. But, risk versus reward, you're right at these previous highs where you bounced off of like a freaking a million times, right? So, DYDX, always a good gainer when Bitcoin's hot. So that's one to keep an eye on too. Let me go back to BTC. All right, 28,343. We'll go back to altcoins in a second, guys, but we'll talk about some of the altcoins we should look at, man. The hot ones. I think ARB will get a nice run as soon as Bitcoin tries to break out. All right, we got 28,344, guys. Can we get a little bit of move up for
Strap
Bitcoin?
up. We're going to the moon.
Like I said, we got stock market futures looking very, very good to start the day here. We got the Dixie that's down slightly, but look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ making a little bit of a run up here after hours, up about 1.2% already. You got the S&P also making a little bit of a swing failure pattern here. You basically took out these lows, and now then you kind of reclaim. So the S&P looking pretty good. We should see Bitcoin follow at least until tomorrow, right? I am looking for 28,755. Let's get it. And let's have some fun, man. Like I said, this is the point you got to be careful with, though. If you're looking to FOMO Bitcoin up in this region, you're being a little bit of horse guy, So just be careful. That is a very important resistance from back in March, right? So just obviously have some caution as we approach these regions up here where we gotten rejection. Just be very cautious at this 28.7 to 28.8. Region up here, my friends. All right, so let's see if we can get a little bit of move up here for BTC. Nice turnaround for BTC though. Like from that low today, it's a pretty nice turnaround of about almost 420%. Shout out to 420ers out there. Shout out to the 420ers out there. Let's freaking go, man. Pump it. Shout out to my guy Bog. All right. Let's see what we got. Multi said Sol is mooning. Let's get Sol, man. Yeah, it should be a lot that perform well. How is ARB doing today? I'm very curious. Where is Arbitrum at? Arbitrum is obviously one I think is going to, look at that, man. It's bouncing right off this level. Arbitrum, I think, is going to get, basically, it came down hard because a lot of people were leveraged long in this. So it basically came back down, took all those leverage longs out. I saw something on Twitter that, so many peeps got rinsed on this move down on ARB. Now you took out all those longs who longed from, all this move up. I think ARB is ready for that next run. You gotta get over this high. But if we can reclaim that high, I think ARB's going to make a very nice move up. And I'm ready for the second leg on Arbitrum here. As, I was basically accumulating Arbitrum down here. And that's basically my bull market bag there. So I'm waiting patiently on ARB. But I think ARB's for that next run up too. Which look very, very nice. Hold on, let's go back to BTC. We're at 28,345. We are approaching that high again. Like I said, we got a little bit of bearish divergence forming here on the 15 minutes. So just be very, very careful. We got some higher highs, some lower highs coming in on the 15-minute time frame. But Bitcoin is looking very strong right now. This is a pullback for ants at the current moment. So let's see what we do here, my friends. This is looking pretty good. How about Stargate? Interesting one we don't mention often. Stargate. Stargate. Let's see Stargate. How's this one doing, man? Stargate. Let's see, man. Let's see. We're really stalling until May. Yeah. Well, I want to make this clear. We talked about this the other day, guys. The whole sell in May and go away is a complete narrative. I know people will come in and say, it's a true thing. It's been true the last two. But actually, if you go back to every May in Bitcoin's history, 69% of the time you actually go into an uptrend starting in May. So it's kind of like this parroted narrative because obviously 2022 May, we were horrible. 2021 May, we were horrible, right? We obviously had different factors going on then, right? We had the Fed raising rates. We obviously had the Luna crash, and then we had China ban, So we got kind of unlucky. But even including those two, 69% of the time, May and June end up being bullish for Bitcoin. Actually, not bearish. It's kind of like this spread theory that's just not true. I went back and I back tested it. I showed you guys on the stream the other day. It's just not very true, man. Let's see, 69. Yes, DJ, 69% of the time. It was 9 out of 13. 9 out of 13 times. That actually wasn't the case. Let's see. In stocks, Jordan, May is always down, but BTC keeps correlating with stocks now. The past doesn't matter. True. I did not look at stocks. I looked at Bitcoin for heats. That is a good point. That is a very, very good point. We'll see if it holds up this year. Sell stocks and go away. Let's see. It's actually buy in May and go away. You could look at it either way, you know. We'll kind of see though. 28,334. Like I said, guys, we really can't get. I want to get pumped, but we gotta get back up off this for me to get like ultra excited and be going absolutely haywire in the market though. We got to get back above this 28,515 level. Let's see what else we got, man. There's many. I want to focus on the alts that performed well before, man. I think ADA was performing very, very well. Before Bitcoin had that little bit of a tumble, ADA was doing ADA was crushing it, man. I mean, ADA was up. Let's be honest. I mean, all the ADA haters can hate, but I mean, from March 23rd to here, basically, yeah, in 1 month, basically ADA went up 50%, right? And it basically outperformed many altcoins. I mean, you can hate ADA all you want, but it was just the case. I think ADA, once again, just kind of like Bitcoin off the 50 EMA here. I think ADA, if Bitcoin can catch a run, I think ADA will look pretty good. So you'll see many of these alts at the 50 EMA with like their daily stocks that are bottomed out here. Looking at some interesting levels, but like I said, kind of like for a lot of these alts though, we kind of broke trend. So what we got to do is we got to kind of reclaim some of these levels before we can be like, oh my God, yes, alts are looking pretty good. And I will repeat, I still think Bitcoin dominance is going to go up. I still think that's the case. I hope I'm wrong. I hope Bitcoin dominance goes down, and I hope people start going risk on and let's freaking go. But you know, just remember, while I'm looking at altcoins, I still think Bitcoin is daddy during this time. So yeah, ADA, not looking too bad right there. Cardano holders need a reality check. Do Cardano holders need a reality check? Let's see. Spider-Man, what's going on, man? Spider-Man trading. Said, can you look at GRT? I can absolutely look at GRT, man. I can absolutely look at GRT for you. Let's see. When ADA has liquidity, its chart completely twins BTC. That's true, very whale talk. Whale talk. I see your name's whale talk, man. You're making me want to put a whale across the screen. Here he is. He doesn't swim, he flies. Everyone wave hi to the whale. He's the one who's pumping Bitcoin right now. What's going on, whale? Good to see you, bro. Can you keep pumping it, or are you just going to swim away? Okay, you're just going to swim away. You're just going to be a weirdo and swim away? Okay, cool, whatever. I don't know if he's going to pump it up anymore, guys, but I told him to do it. You heard me here first. Let's see what else you guys saying in here. How's everyone feeling today, man? I think today is interesting. Let's look at the poll. Look at the poll, man. I love this market, man. You can swim from bullish to bearish every day. You know, I was being a little facetious in my poll here. I said yesterday most were bearish. How are we feeling today? What comes first for Bitcoin? Look at this poll today compared to yesterday. You can't make this stuff up, man. I think some of you guys do it just to troll me, and I feel like some of you guys do it to make me feel insane. I really feel like some of you guys do it to make me feel insane. But now we got 63% peeps calling for 30K first, and 37% calling for 25K. I think yesterday it was like 52% 25K, 48% 30K. You can't make this stuff up, man. So yeah, we're back to bullish. We're back to bullish here. I think the funniest thing is, you know, everyone. I went a little digging today because I keep hearing this sentiment where it's like everyone's bullish, so we have to pull back. Guys, that's just not the case. I think we sort of forget. I brought up this AAII sentiment today, which basically takes the sentiment from a bunch of like hedge funds and stuff like that. This is for the stock market, but just to show you guys, like everyone's not bullish, man. I would even argue that people are very, very bearish still, guys. It's not the case where people are bullish. This is from April 19th. So they basically do a sentiment survey every week, right? And you can see throughout all of this year, I mean, the majority is bearish most of the time, right? It's usually about, 20 to 25% bullish to 45% bearish, right? Last week, when, stocks are at highs, right? Once again, you have 27% of people that are bullish. You have 38% that are neutral and 35% that are bearish. I hate the narrative that people say everyone's bullish because it's just not true, man. It's not, so, this is a cool way to kind of look at it. This is, like I said, this is for stocks, not crypto, but they're obviously correlated. So keep that in mind. But it's just interesting. It's interesting how this goes. Even if we go back to like the beginning of this year, when the markets were at the lows, right? I mean, you were at 42% bearish. Now you're at 35% bearish. You still have majority bearish. It's just funny how this market works, man. If Bitcoin goes down, I buy. If Bitcoin goes up, I buy. True, man. True. Gaming with Bat said we go into $1 million BTC by this weekend. Let's freaking go. $1 million BTC by this weekend. You think so, bro? You really, really think so?
We going to $1 million.
I will bet you my left nut.
Left G.
Not my right nut, because my right nut's bigger than my left nut. Okay? I think everyone's got one bigger nut. I will bet you my left nut. I will bet you my left nut that Bitcoin does not hit $1 million by this weekend. We got a deal? We got a deal? We got a deal? Let me know we got a deal. And I will take that deal all day. Okay? The Heat said DCA upwards. You could DCA upwards. I don't know, man. You got to do whatever you got to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do and what not to do. It is what it is. Let's see. Happy days. Happy days, Whale Talk. It is happy days, man. It is happy days. How's the market feeling? What's the Bitcoin fear and greed? Oh, it's going to update in 8 seconds. All right. Yesterday, this dropped actually back down to neutral. I think this will probably be back in greed today just because, actually, you never really know. I don't really know when this actually updates, so I don't know if this is going to take into account Bitcoin's move up today or if it's going to take into account the earnings for the stock market today. Let's see. Let's do a quick little refresh. So we're at 53 yesterday. Let's see where we're at today. Okay, we're back at 56. I thought we were going to be up a little bit higher because obviously the markets came up a little bit, right? So we're at a 56 on the fear and greed, which
Jordan, please
we'll
take
call it greed, but it's pretty much neutral, man.
on the 2-8 chart.
Okay, we can do that. But it's pretty much neutral, right? 56 on the fear and greed. And like I said, the AAII sentiment survey, 27% bullish, 35% bearish. So, like I said, I think we're it's kind of a neutral market. I'd call it more of a neutral market than a bearish market, but, I think that's still a good sign that we're mostly in neutral sentiment, despite Bitcoin being at 28K, I love the sentiment change. It ain't even happened yet. True, man. Very, very true. Kennedy said, like it up for my right nut, as it's bigger than my left nut. Nice. Hey, we all know we have one nut that's bigger, bro. Jordan, please look at April through June of 2019 on the 2-hour. April through June of 2019. Let's do it, man. On the 2-hour time frame. So we got to go deep. We're going to go deep in here. Okay. April 2019 on the 2-hour. Okay. Let's go way back in time then, shall we? Let's go way back in time, shall we? Probably should have done this on the weekly, but that's okay. Okay, so we're going to look at this. April to June on the 2-hour time frame. Okay. Let's go look at it, man.
Bears are running scared.
Let's see. Oh, shit. Oh, come on, man. I hate when you press reset chart view. It goes all the way back. Hold on. Let's go back to the weekly. Man. Sometimes, you guys ever, I hate when you go to from a weekly to a 2-hour and it freaking resets it. That's because I press reset. That's why. Let's go to the 2-hour. See if I can get this to get in here. No, man, why does it go back, bro? Oh my God. All right, we're going to do it this way then. We're going to do it this way. Man, are you really going to make me do it this way? Okay. Is it really going to make me do it like this? Okay, it is. It is going to make me do it like this. This is ridiculous, bro. This is ridiculous. The things I do. Oh, my God. Will Klein. Shout out to Will Klein, though. Appreciate the super chat, my man. Let me just get over to it here. Let's see. All right. Let's see what we got, man. So we're going to April to June on the 2-hour time frame here. Okay. So here we are. I'm looking at April to June. I mean, if you're looking at this as being similar price action, I would tend to agree. I think we're in a very similar range. You know what I mean? Crypto Combo Broker said bored. Yeah, I think most people are bored right now, man. You know what I mean? I think most people are bored because alts aren't going anywhere, you know? Bitcoin moving up is cool, but, you know, until alts go somewhere, I think most people are going to be bored. But yeah, I mean, Bitcoin on a 2-hour time frame, I mean, yeah, it's kind of similar to 2019, man. You know what I mean? It is very, very similar. To me, it's not even about that, you know? I like the comparison to 2019 to now. That's kind of been my base case. But you can compare it to really any of these, right? You could compare it to, right, this last little move that we just had down, which is why we got to be careful right here, because we've seen something like this where we have a consolidation, we get a pump, we dump, we back test, right? We back test this right here, right? And then we actually get a move back down again. So that's why we got to be a little bit careful. We've seen this price action before, and we actually saw this back in 2020, right? Where it was more of an extended one, but we saw the same thing happen right here, which, right, we consolidated, we pumped, we dumped, we got one more big pump to the upside, and then we dumped back down again, right? So we gotta, if we get back up into here, we gotta show some strength. We can't get rejected up in this in here again. We gotta show some serious freaking strength by the bulls. Take the bears and kick them in the mother trickin' nutsack, bro. That's what we gotta do. We gotta kick them in the mother trickin' nutsack. Boom, bitch. That's what we gotta do, the bears. All right, we cannot let them push us back. All right, we gotta do our thing in here, man. Let's see. Fahid said, but crypto gonna go up 40 days for 1 million BTC. True. True. Mason said, I'm 50% alts, 30% BTC, 20% ETH, man. Yeah. I've always been someone who said that most peeps should have a decent amount of their portfolio in Bitcoin and not and Ethereum too, but mostly Bitcoin. Because in the beginning of every cycle, Bitcoin moves the best, you know? No one likes to hold Bitcoin because it's a slug. It doesn't move fast. But then everyone wants to hold Bitcoin when Bitcoin's moving and alts aren't moving, right? The key, really, the thing to do, and to be honest, and we'll get more into this as we go down the line, but you know, I know most peeps aren't traders, but the key thing to do really has been ride Bitcoin up, right? Ride Bitcoin up, and then sell your Bitcoin into altcoins when Bitcoin gets like up here. You know, like that's kind of been the move. Obviously, it's a little bit more risky when you do that, but like that's kind of been the move. That's not really my style. I don't really want to do that. But if you wanted to be like this pro trader out here, that's kind of been the move. Let's see. Multi said another Adam and Eve pattern. Looks like a bottom to me. Yeah, it's definitely a short-term bottom. Like I said, we gotta get back above this for us to do anything, right? Nice little consolidation here though for BTC at the moment. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, kind of just consolidating here. Not getting any like insta send down. You're kind of just chilling up here on the 15-minute time frame. Let's see if we can get some moves. We haven't had a big move in quite a bit. It'd be nice if we kind of got a nice little squeeze up here on the stream. That would be pretty freaking fun. I would love that, man. I would absolutely love that. Daily candle looks good. Bullish engulfing on the daily. W formation confirmed. The daily close looks quite beautiful, if you ask me. It's quite. I just noticed that I'm in the freaking dark. I'm a vampire, man. I'm a vampire tonight. I just noticed that I'm in the dark. I'm streaming in the dark with you guys. It's kind of weird, right? So if you guys are in the dark too, I mean, don't think anything weird of it, right? But we're all out here. We didn't look at the daily close. Yeah, we got a decent daily close. You know, I would still like a close above 28.5, but, you know, I mean, you can't really ask for a better close, especially how the sentiment was just yesterday, which the sentiment was absolute dog shit yesterday. You know, so you can't really ask for a better close than that, especially after yesterday. Beautiful, man. It's absolutely beautiful close. So, yeah, I think things are looking pretty good. Hit the like button and take care of business. Let's go, man. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button, bro, as we try to get through this freaking range in here for Bitcoin, and we try to dig ourselves out of this little hole that we put ourselves in, right? Our little balls, you know, our little balls have gotten ourselves in a little bit of a hole. Oh, man. Patience, bro. The hardest thing with this market is patience, man. The hardest thing in this market is not panic selling on every single little dip. You know, obviously there's a time and place to take profits, but the hardest thing to do is not like, you know, everyone, you know, you can obviously sell too late, but you can also sell too early. I think for me, the hardest thing to do in this market is kind of just sometimes sitting on your hands and not doing anything, right? You know, because like I said, if you listen to the bears every single time we hit a resistance, I see, like I said, I go over to Twitter and I see a freaking arrow pointing to new lows, right? And then I go to Twitter again, you know, at 28K, I see an arrow doing this. I go to Twitter, I see an arrow doing this. And every single resistance, and if I listen to the bears every single time we hit resistance, I'd sell all my portfolio at every single damn resistance, man. I would have sold here on the 20% dip. I would have sold here on this little 10% dip. Hell, I probably would have sold down here on this friggin' 10% dip. And I definitely would have sold here on this little 12% dip. You know? It's craziness. I hate potholes. Matt said, your ability to talk for hours astounds me. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it, man. I've been doing it for quite a long time, bro, you know? So I have talked for hours through absolutely nothing going on, right? You got to understand, like, I streamed during this time period, right? I've streamed through many awful time periods. This time period was freaking a ghost. This time period was awful, okay? I mean, this was just boring. It was depressing, right? I mean, I streamed through this, which was also super depressing at the time, right? That was when we got the 65K. We dropped to 29. Another super depressing time, right? Super, super depressing. I've streamed some through freaking pretty boring and depressing times, man. You know, right? So, you know, and a lot of people here have been watching the stream throughout those times, right? So this is nothing, bro. Right? This is absolutely nothing. Now, it's a little bit boring. I guess it's boring. I say this because it's boring because altcoins aren't moving up. I think that's why it feels boring, right? I love Bitcoin going up. It's great. But the market's still gonna feel boring until altcoins move, because let's be honest, most people hold mostly altcoins, right? So that's why, okay, Bitcoin's mooning, it's great, but it's hard to get that, for most peeps, it's hard to get that super excitement. For me, I own mostly Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? So I'm cool with just Bitcoin moving up and Ethereum moving up, right? But I think we did a poll earlier, and I think like 60% of people only own altcoins, you know? So it's a tough market for those people at the moment. But I do think there's going to be a day where altcoins outpace Bitcoin, and it's going to be a fantastic, fantastic freaking day, man. Fantastic day. Beautiful day. Man. Woods Water said he's got a gift for sure, a purty mouth. Thank you, Woods and Waters. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate the nice words. I got a pretty good mouth, man. I gotta say, no homo, no homo out there though. 2023 is going to be the years of bears. Psycho Pearl, I don't even listen to your trolls anymore, man. You are the, you know how many people you're probably scared in the chat, man. You probably scared so many people in the chat into panic selling their crypto. You know, there's some guy in the stream that's watching the stream going, right? You know there's some horse guy that's going through the chat, right? He's like this. Well, okay, Jordan is bullish. Let's check the chat. Let's see how the chat feels. Well, Psycho Pearl said 2023 is going to be the year of the bears. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. The year of the bears. I must get out of here. Psycho Pearl is bearish.
For the pump or
Psycho Pro, you know you're influencing someone out there, man. You know there's one horse guy who sold his whole portfolio. You know? Luca Tonio, he said, what's the reason for the pump? Or is it just technicals? What's the reason for the pump, or is it just technicals? Technicals did point to an upwards move. I don't care what anyone says. TA doesn't work, whatever. TA was pointing to a pump, right? There was bullish divergence on every single time frame, man. 4 hour, 6 hour, 8 hour, 12 hour. Go to any time frame. There was a lower low, higher low. Every single stock RSI was bottomed out all the way up to the 2-day, right? Technicals were pointing up. I don't care what anyone says, right? It is what it is. And you also had earnings, which came out today for the stock market. So the stock market earnings, once again, all the bears jerking off saying the earnings are going to be horrible this week. And literally every single top 10 company that had earnings today beat earnings expectations to the upside, right? Which is super, super bullish for the stock markets. So you had everything go as well as it possibly could today. It's just a matter of seeing if it continues, right? But you know, obviously, let's kind of see what happens here. Celtics down by 5 right now. No, Miles, thank you for updating me, man. Celtics down by 5. I'm not even watching the game because it's the Hawks. You know, if the Celtics lose to the Hawks, I'll just be embarrassed at this point, man. It is what it is.
The rest are sissy.
I'm only long in FTM. The rest are sissy. I still don't believe you, man. I still think you own some Bitcoin, Psycho. I don't believe you, man. But no, FTM's a great hold, man. I don't blame you for just holding FTM. FTM outpaces like pretty much every single altcoin whenever Bitcoin's bullish. That's definitely true. All right, Bitcoin is trying to get another move up. So let's see what we got here, guys. 28,389. Can we see Bitcoin just spike the highs? Like I said, we're kind of making some bearish divergence, though, with that little spike up, right? We got some higher highs. We got some lower highs on the 15-minute. If we can get some momentum we got 21 minutes into this close, 21 seconds into this close on the 15-minute time frame. We need to see some momentum here for BTC coming in the chart right now. Like I said, 10 seconds into this close on the 15-minute. I would kind of like if this actually a close below here wouldn't be the worst thing. But let's see what we kind of get here. I would like to see a little bit stronger of a candle come in. Come on, Corn. Don't be doing it, man. Don't be spiking the highs like a little bitch. Come up to the highs, man. Do not be spiking the high, man. Bitcoin, go up. Bad doggy. Go up to 28.7. Don't be a little bit of a sissy dog right here, man. You know you want to come up. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah, see, it's working, man. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Go to the upside. Yeah, go. It's working a little bit, guys. I'm trying my best to talk this thing up, you know? Come on, man. Get up there. Whale Talk said, what if we just jump to 10K? No reason. If we just dump to 10K, Whale Talk, that would be horrible, man. I don't have anything else to say about that, man. That would just be absolutely horrible, bro. Let's see. That would basically invalidate everything I've ever looked at. That would invalidate Bitcoin's, you know, that would just invalidate what Bitcoin's always done. At that point, it would just be horrible, bro. You know, like, you would just be guessing at that point of what's going to happen. There would be no method to any madness. It would just be brutal, bro. You know, we gonna push them up. We need the pickle juice, don't we? We need the pickle juice. Let's get a little pickle juice up in here, man. Who thinks we need some pickle juice? I do. Let's get a little old song up in this bitch. Let's get this, man. Here we go. Ready? Time for some pickle juice. We're gonna squirt the pickle juice on Bitcoin. Here we go. Where's my pickle? Oh, my pickles are empty. Got that. Get the pickle juice going. Where's my pickle? Where's my pickle, man? There he is. There he is. Time to squirt the pickle juice on this bad boy. got some pickle juice on it. We'll see if the pickle juice works, my friends. Sometimes the pickle juice works, sometimes it doesn't. It tends to have a pretty good hit rate, though, on the pickle juice. So let's see if we can get a little pickle juice to boost this thing up here. And that would be absolutely phenomenal if it did. If it doesn't, well, you know, time will tell what happens after that, man. You know, guys, I made some homemade chicken tikka today. It was absolutely phenomenal, by the way. I had to tell you guys about it. The sauce I made was so thick. It was thick with 2Ks. It was so thick, right? And you guys know who like chicken tikka. The sauce has got to be thick. It can't be liquidy. If you make liquidy sauce, you just don't know how to make it, man. Oh my God, it was so good today. I had 2 servings of it. Oh my God, man. I decided today, I think I'm going to become a chef. I think I'm going to become a chef and start making just super complex meals, man, because I am a freaking good cook. I am a damn good cook, man. Like, no one could cook better than me, right? I beat Franco in a basketball game, and I beat any of you as a cook, right? But I'll tell you what I'm horrible at. What am I horrible at? I am horrible at cutting vegetables. Let me tell you, man. I hate cutting vegetables, okay? There's something about cutting vegetables, man. I love cooking meat, but I can't cut those veggies, man. It's the worst part of cooking is cutting the damn veggies. I hate that. I hate that. Thicker than Vitalik? Can you get thicker than Vitalik? I don't know if you can, man. Right? Because Vitalik is very good at picking those thick-ass boogers out of his nose, if you guys know what I mean. He's good at picking these thick-ass boogers. Let's watch him pick his booger again. All right, here we go. 28,411 on Bitcoin. Can we get a squeeze to the upside? You probably got people shorting right here on Bitcoin. Or longing. I don't freaking know. Probably longing because we're pumping. But we got... you guys can see that Vitalik put his big booger on the nose. That's what true nose pickers do. You're not a true nose picker unless you pick your nose and you either flick it like this, right? You get the booger on your finger and you go, or you put that shit on the wall. Those are your 2 scenarios. All right, 28,441. We are looking for Bitcoin to come up into this region, 28,700, 28,800. That is the region I'm looking for Bitcoin to come up to here as we continue to squeeze to the upside. Let's see how much juice we got, man. I think we got some juice in this run. I think we got some juicy juice. John said, I bet you're good at cutting cheese. John, you know me, man. You gotta lift one cheek, you're good to go. Let's see. What do you guys say to the chat? Here we go. Good Lord. Let's see. You lost your... Hey, the pickle power worked, man. I mean, the pickle power is clearly working here. You know what I mean? Anything else getting to move up? We got Ethereum slightly up. Any altcoins doing anything special here? Let's check out some alts here. Yeah, not really. FTM, once again, FTM is always number 1 on the list. FTM on the top, but that's really it. Nothing crazy going on in the market at the moment, man. All eyes on Bitcoin. Let's see where we can get Bitcoin to go to. Boogers on the wall for sure. Best boogers is when you wake up and after work. Few know this. Few know this. No, dude, the best booger... Are we really going to talk about boogers? Are we really going to go there and talk about boogers today? Is that what we're doing? Is that really what we're doing? We're talking about boogers here, man. It never gets more weird. But what would the stream be if it wasn't weird? The best booger is that booger that's right in this corner right here. That's the best booger. The one that you got to get really deep, and it's in that corner, and it's always has that perfect shape to it. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Argument, what's going on? Matic is slow. Most altcoins are slow, bro. Most altcoins have been slow as shit. But what I know about altcoins, it's slow until it's not, right? It's slow until it's not. But right, yeah, I mean, you could definitely make that case that altcoins are slow as shit. You know what I mean? The best booger is Vitalik's booger. That is true, man. Booger talk. Bearish on boogers. All right, we're bearish on the boogers. Brian said no boogers. I got to stop because Brian said no boogers. All right? No more booger talk. All right? Shit, bro. No more damn booger talk. Let's see. Daniel said Bears are running scared. Thank you for the super chat, man. Bears are running scared. I think I don't think the Bears are running scared. What I'll say about the Bears, though, is the main point for the Bears that they were looking forward to this week was the earnings. And that just completely shot them in the foot, right? It was like economy's going to be bad, the economy's suffering, and by these earnings, economy's not suffering, man. It's just not, bro. You know, we can say that it is, right? But would, you know, every one of these companies beating on revenue and earnings per share, that wouldn't be the case if this was happening. Now, next quarter might be bad. Who knows? But this one was, the last one wasn't. You know, that's the simple point of it, right? You can argue it all you want, but this kind of tells you all you need to know. Right in this chart right here. When you just see a bunch of green, kind of tells you all you need to know. At least last quarter, right? Like I said, the next one's not coming out for another 3 months. So that's 3 months. That's 3 freaking months. YouTube channel. So I'm surprised YouTube let me change my name to this. That is pretty slick, man. How did you get your name? YouTube channel. That is pretty slick. What price another sock stream? Bro, I don't want to eat another sock, Andre. That was absolutely miserable, bro. Bitcoin literally trolled me. Like I said, Bitcoin wasn't going to go below 20K. It literally went below 20K, like for such a short period. It went down here for 1 week, went down here for a few weeks, right? It was down here. So annoying, man. Bitcoin literally trolled me. But here's what I'll say. I would eat another. I don't want to say this, man, because the crypto gods are listening. And if I say I'm going to eat another sock at this level, it's going to go to that level. I just know how it is. I will. No, I don't want to say. Let's see. I was gonna say I'll eat a ghost pepper on the stream if Bitcoin goes to 44. If Bitcoin goes to 42K, within the next 3 months, I would eat a ghost pepper on the stream. But I don't really want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't even know why I would do that. Because that's where I think it's gonna go. Why the hell would I do a bet on where I think it's gonna go, and I have to freaking hurt myself? I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. Right? Why would I do that? Hell, shit. And I'm definitely not saying did it with the sock, because last time I made the sock bet, it went right there, bro. It is what it is.
What price another sock stream?
Let's see. I got a feeling we just need a fresh 2-hour candle. Do you? You just need a fresh 2-hour candle? Let's look at the 2-hour. 2-hour time frame. 28,378. Could need a fresh new one. We might just need a fresh new one. Like I said, I'm not too worried here. I do think we're going to make our way back up here to 28.7, 28.8. You could put it as short there if you want, right? Like I said, I totally wouldn't be opposed to, right? And I'm still bullish, right? Obviously, I think the prices are going to go higher eventually. But just as a hedge, right? Just to have a short in. If I get stopped out, whatever, I wouldn't mind putting a short in right here. Right? You short this region. If it pumps, hallelujah, spot back to the moon. If it dumps, you got a short in to ride it back down, right? You kind of win-win both ways at that point. As long as you use stop losses and you use risk management, you should be okay, right? At least that probably will be my plan, unless I'm streaming and Bitcoin just pumps through and I miss it. You know, it is what it is. But we'll see. We are getting a slight move up here. And if that happened, right, if I shorted here and price pumped through and I get stopped out, I don't give a shit. I make more off the spot holdings than I do the trades, right? It is what it is. It would kind of just be a hedge. But here we go, 28,464. Let's see what we got here. 28,482. We are getting that move up, fellas. Let's go, man.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Let's freaking go. We're going to 100K tomorrow.
We're going to 100K tomorrow.
So FOMO longs till then. No, Anderson. Though I think we're gonna go there. No, it's not the time to FOMO long. Never FOMO long, just like you never FOMO short, right? You short resistance and you long support, right? And unless you're sometimes like you like horse guy, and you want to get a little bit of a FOMO long. You could certainly do that, man. Not gonna say I've never done that. I think all of us would be lying to ourselves to say that we've never FOMO long before. I think all of us have done that, and it's worked sometimes. We've all done it before.
So it's settled. 42K.
Let's see. Who said this? So it's settled. 42K. I am not eating a ghost pepper at 42K, man. Listen, I would be happy if we went there. Why would I be happy if we went there? Right? And then me eat a ghost pepper. It just doesn't even make any logical sense. Like, no logical sense. You know? Like, it should be like if we get to 42K, we have a party and we eat like cake or something. You know, maybe we all get some pie and we eat some pie or something. I don't know, something like that. But not me eating a good damn ghost pepper or a damn sock. You know? Shit, man. Imagine when we go into 100K tomorrow will be true. Right? Imagine we play this, like Bitcoin's at like, you know, 89K and we're like,
We're going to 100K tomorrow.
and it actually happens. Obviously, it's not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. But, you know, one day, I do believe that it will happen one day. Probably will not be anytime soon, though. Most likely. But that would be awesome, right? And we could actually say that it's true. That would be dope. Let's do crypto brackets again. Anderson, we'll do it once altcoins start actually moving, man. Like right now, it's just, you know, you're basically going to be like, okay, you know, FTM pumped 1% today. You know, ADA pumped 0.03. FTM wins. I mean, let's get some movement on some alts. So then we can actually like be like, okay, you know, let's freaking go and get pumped off the picks. You know, that's my take with the brackets, you know, but, you know, I guess we got to do something soon, I guess, at one point. Strawberry ice cream at 42K. Yeah, I'd be down for some strawberry ice cream, bro. Let's see. Calling to work. It was the hot peppers. Have you guys ever eaten a ghost pepper? I don't think I would ever want to do that. I feel like, man, like I like spicy food, but I've seen some of the videos of people just sweating ball sacks. People just literally sweating ball sacks, and like they begging for milk. They can't drink the milk and they have to eat the damn ghost pepper, man. Ghost peppers are tasty. 2W. I don't believe you, man. I bet you ate one of those and you were begging for milk. You know? Duckworth said, when 24-hour stream. For you, Al, I would do it anytime for you, my guy. Like I said, you're my favorite bear, Al. You're literally my favorite bear. No, I said we'd do a 12-hour stream when Bitcoin shows some strength above 30K, right? Not stay up there for like a week, but a day where like things are looking super juicy. I will bust out the 30K stream. So let's get Bitcoin back above 30, okay? And then let's see some movement on Bitcoin and altcoins and kind of get everything moving. Once we see that, bro, 12-hour stream is already planned, bro. We're going to be going nuts with that 12-hour stream. You already bet. All right, here we go. 28,469. Like I said, we are seeing Bitcoin come back up. Ethereum's got some work to do here. I'm not too excited about Ethereum just yet. But that bullish divergence on Ethereum is playing out. You've seen Ethereum move up from those lows about 4%. Not too shabby. But we still got to get back above our EMAs. We still got to get back above these highs from earlier in April. So we got some work to do here on Ethereum. But so far, so good. As Ethereum was kind of the same setup as Bitcoin, right? It was a retest of the 50 EMA, right? Bullish divergence with the W formation of the daily. So Ethereum looks pretty good, man. We just got to see a little bit more momentum come in on Ethereum and break, like really just break this high on this W formation, right? And I think you should see a move at least back up to these daily highs here at like 1911, right? Right up to this region. Let's see Bitcoin. Thanks for the daily streams, Gordon. I'm not gonna say that second name, man. You're trying to set me up for the second name. I know what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to do, bro.
Thanks for the daily streams,
Gordon. You're literally trying to make me say Gordon Camirand. And I'm not. You're not gonna get me to say it, man. Usually I just read shit, but lately I've been better about like, Jordan, if you see something inappropriate, don't read it, man. Just let it go. Just let it go, man. How is stock markets? Yeah, man, the NASDAQ just looks bullish, bro. This NASDAQ, it's hard for me to be, I don't want to get overly bullish and stuff like that, but it's hard for me to be bearish when the NASDAQ paints a beautiful swing failure pattern here on even any really time frame, the daily too, right? Just a kind of a beautiful swing failure pattern here. It's hard for me to be too bearish, right? Because Bitcoin usually follows stocks, and you got all these previous lows that you just wicked below, and then you got back above. That's just a classic swing failure pattern. And when you do that, you target the range high, you know? So if the NASDAQ pulls this off, it's hard for me to be like uber bearish on Bitcoin. Maybe Bitcoin doesn't pump to the moon, but that is a bullish chart in the NASDAQ. And same thing on the S&P, right? S&P had the same thing, right? I mean, you had double lows, you swung fail the low, and you're looking to get that nice little move, man. Maybe it says F me and I get wrecked, and, and maybe it dumps back down. Who knows? But, you know, based on the rules, boom, swing fail, right? You're sort of looking back up here. And I wouldn't be surprised because earnings beat today. So how am I going to be bearish on the stock market at the moment, you know? Who knows? Jordan with the control, eating them veggies. Bro, you think I control myself 24/7? Bro, you wouldn't be surprised if I hop off the stream and I nail a bag of Doritos. You know, like, and there's probably a high chance of me hopping off the stream, going to get a bag of Doritos, and eating it while I watch John Wick 4, okay? I've now watched John Wick 1, John Wick 2, John Wick 3. In my opinion, John Wick 2 was the best John Wick. To me, so far, it goes 2, 1, 3. 2, 1, 3. And then we got 4 we're gonna watch today. So John Wick 4, I'm pretty excited for it, man. The series has been pretty good so far. I can't lie. The red candle is just so big that brought it there. True. Very, very true. Oh, man. Who have we got in here, guys? All right, guys. I know Bitcoin's kind of just chilling at the highs. But there really isn't anything else. I wish we had some other movements in the market, man. It's just there isn't really much going on, right? It's we just got to see Bitcoin break through these key resistance levels before we can get too pumped on you know, really anything else. You know, it's kind of that's that market right now. It's pretty crazy. The new one is dope. John Wick 4 is good. Oh yeah, man! Don't spoil it for me. I don't want to look at the chat anymore because you guys are gonna spoil it for me. There's always one troll when I talk about a movie who spoils it in the chat. So I can't look at the chat anymore. But this is probably a good point for me to end the stream here. Because, like I said, Bitcoin could pump right here. I think Bitcoin's going up to 28.7, 28.8. You know, you do whatever you want to do, and let's see where we end up tomorrow, guys. I like where Bitcoin is. We need to get a daily close above here, right? Let's get a daily close above 28.5. A close. I don't care about wicks. If we wick up here tomorrow and we get rejected, it doesn't mean anything, right? We need to see a big, girthy, freaking pickle above 28.5. If we can get a big, girthy pickle above 28.5 and hold up there, there's a good chance we test the highs again, all right? But we need to get a nice, girthy pickle. If we cannot break back above this and we start rolling back over again, that was kind of option number 2 for a second leg down. So let's get this tomorrow. Let's show a little bit of strength by the bulls, and let's see if we can get this move up here, guys. All right. Adios. See you guys, the members at 8:30 in the morning tomorrow. Peace out. See everyone else at 7 p.m. Let's go Celtics. Boo Hawks. You're going to lose. John Wick 4. Let's freaking go. Adios, guys. Like I said, see you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic night, everyone, and enjoy Bitcoin going up a little bit. And yeah, so far, good freaking week so far, man. Great week so far. I cannot complain about this week so far with basically everything that's going on around the world here. Or not on the world, but in the markets. Anyways, peace. Later.